Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more stories. The Path of Destinies. In the previous video, we did another stone ending, and now we have 3 left here at the Sky Ripper, and 3 left at the stone, and we got 2 left here, and we might possibly be getting the last one for the Lapino ending. Let's see, though, so let's go here.
Reynardo finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Reynardo could use that somehow.
I'm actually quite curious, is like this a one-way only place to go, or are there other options as well? I mean, either way.
Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble given time, but he was out of time. Lapino's frantic message said that the Ravens were going to kill him for being a rebel spy, and that he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that, never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the far speaker anyway. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens? Oh, hey, there's a couple of red spots on your feathers. Oh, wait, not yet. Close to you.
Oh my god, it did.
Reynardo had been here at this exact place.
So in the last part, I actually had, I got a story that gave me a level up. And I had like 9,000, unless it gave me 2 points, which I guess is fine, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. I was around 9,000 experience points left to... I was around like 9,000 experience points from another level up. But since the story I got gave me a level up, I was like, okay, they better not just automatically put me back to like a new one, and lo and behold, they did. Which fucking sucks. There was no fighting over there. I think there's no fighting anywhere left here, so I could just keep going. I'll only be happy if they gave me 2 skill points, which they didn't, so fuck right off. I'll just go this way. I think this is a lot easier to get the throwing people off.
ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Well, unless he really was a traitor, obviously. Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
Okay, so I'm at level 35. Wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on. So hold on. How many do I need left? 1, 2, 4, 6. So yeah, I need 10, but I thought I was already at level 35. I don't know. Either way, I'm probably gonna go grind some levels up. Maybe not during this run. Maybe once I'm done recording the next set.
What would Lupino do if he knew that Lupino was going to betray him?
I think this only has some healing, but that's fine, because I think there's only one more set of fights.
Betrayal against him, and it would
That's
blow
up
up his
ahead.
face. Maybe he was overthinking this. Well, that would be a first. Dirty and bloody, Reynardo finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Reynardo recognized the cards. It was Lupino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows. And that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And he felt sure she had one for him. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
All right, back this way, because we're going to go. When I did this route a couple parts ago, we're going to just pick that last ending one, and then when I come back here again, we'll change the option that will come up after this one and such. So we'll get those last two endings.
Surely they could fashion a great weapon from that. The core of the Sky Ripper? Lupino's excited. That's an actual thing that we could just go and get. You've been busy. He sure had. Reynardo told him all the things he'd been up to. Soon they got to talking about old times, about wages they'd won and lost, and scrapes they'd barely got out of. It was good to be back with his friend. True, the core was capable of terrible, uncontrollable destruction. But this time, he was sure it would work great. It's beautiful here, thought Reynardo. It was nice to be back with his old war buddy. All right, Lupino was a traitor. But still, it was good company.
Still, it's good. Well, it'd be good company if he was actually here, but he's not, so fuck you.
I should sell this stuff, thought Reynardo. I could retire. Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him,
He wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Sky Ripper.
I think for the best fights, I go through the door. And get killed by their own, so it's fine though, as long as I didn't get hit.
This
Still made some good amount of experience, so
too bad it was Muzak. good amount of experience there. So I only have one more story that's going to give me a level up. Now, so it's still bullshit. I should have only been able to get 8 level ups. I'm pretty sure this was, oh, it's not a big deal, I suppose. Whatever. You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be Imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. 2 eyes good. 1 eye dead.
Is there a fight up here? There might be. Ah, yeah, there is. Come on, there we are. And 6 pieces of fruit. Not bad. Wish there was a little more, but beggars can't
Reynardo
be choosers.
Wrong. All over. He could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals. The forest was quieter than it had been. There were insects, but few birds. He didn't count the ravens. Reynardo smelled sick animals and dying ones. No help. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Reynardo thought. Maybe Lapina was right. Maybe he should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here.
God, if I know which ones I know I didn't have one killed their own, so. I'm gonna stick with this being my, this will be the last Lapino ending. Then my guess for the other 2 ending is, a stone ending and a Sky Ripper ending.
Here, fishy!
Bad, but it could have definitely been so much better.
As he held the
Good
lady
AT.
dicosahedron, Reynardo felt queasy, like dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides.
It wasn't healthy to be so close to the eye of a god. How could he use it? He could take it to the observatory. The scientists there could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Reynardo ached to get away from it.
He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer. But honestly, Reynardo ached to be rid of it.
Tell you what, said Lupino. I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial outpost. The Imperial outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Reynardo.
But what if Lupino lost the core to the Empire? That could be a good thing, couldn't it? Was Reynardo ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself.
Trust me, Reynardo, you won't regret this. I'll treat the core like it was my own baby daughter.
As the Farfarer dived towards the Nexus, Lupino was jumping up and down with excitement. Stop rabbiting around, Reynardo said.
Rabbiting around.
Lupino just stared at him. The moment the ship landed, Lupino leapt off the ship. As Lupino vanished into the wilds of the Nexus, Reynardo vaguely remembered Lupino had a baby daughter, didn't he? And he told her mother he was going out to get some Easter eggs, and he'd never come back. But Reynardo was relieved not to carry the core anymore. He was already feeling better. And who knows, maybe this time Lupino would get it right. And if Reynardo could take the outpost, he'd have access to all the Empire's communications in the sector. Right?
None of them are coming. I think it's, I don't remember which other, I don't remember what the next story ending is that'll give me the next thing. I think it's story 8, but I don't remember if I have that one or not. Adrenaline in my soul. Throwing someone off the cliff, and I don't know if I got them to have one kill another one.
Sparkly, thought Reynardo. Reynardo caught his breath. His joints still hurt, but he couldn't feel the poison in his system anymore. He'd let the armature slip out of his hands to save his friend Lupino. Of course he had to let Lupino take the core. The rebellion needed every man doing his duty. And the rabbit would be no good taking on an Imperial outpost, right?
I did do everything, I guess. I thought for sure I didn't get the one killed, but yeah, it worked.
Soon, he was stuffing his sack with key messages from and to the fleet. Then the far speaker toad chortled a new message. The observatory had been sacked by ravens. Lupino and all the scientists had been taken to the mountains. Why? Why had he trusted Lupino again? And now the Empire had the core. Reynardo hailed the rebel base to warn them. But their far speaker didn't crouch back. Was the base under attack too?
Base time.
Lupino would have to wait. The core would have to wait. Reynardo had a very bad feeling that something was going terribly wrong at the rebel base. Its location was secret, but secrets can be discovered. There were Imperials everywhere in the ruins, and dead civilians. The ravens were killing everything in sight. Reynardo was relieved to see no rebels among the dead. Maybe the secret base was still secret, but there were huge burn marks on buildings. What monstrous weapon was the Empire using here? The core had great power. Had they harnessed it somehow, even though they didn't have the armature?
I thought they did get the armature. You know, it's funny, like, this one's called Get the Core Back. It's like he's automatically assuming that the core is...
Reynardo wondered how much Hypatia had known about the book she protected. Enough to tell her son to protect it. Enough to tell Reynardo to protect her son. He'd let her down there.
Yeah, so the book that... I think I mentioned this before in another part, I honestly don't remember. The book that he has is the book that is helping him with these visions and everything.
Reynardo thought about the intel he'd gathered from the outpost. Who would he bring it to? Who even had time to read it?
I think, I don't know. There were no fights anywhere besides here.
Kind of cute. Not really.
That wasn't a bad one.
Smell charred flesh.
I think I'll be able to get a level up if I do good for the rest of the
ruins were on
fights here and
fire.
all the fights in the next area.
But the ravens had rigged up the core as some kind of burning ray. They wouldn't need to know the secret location. They were burning everything. It was killing them too. Their black feathers littered the path. You would have to take the core from them.
It was the last thing he wanted to do.
That is going to hurt. Actually, it already did.
Yeah, that one's not a good one. I already know in this one I won't be able to throw anyone out, so... That wasn't so bad. I mean, I'm less than 7,000, so... If I do good in the last fight, should be able to get it. Oh, come on.
Where Reynardo went next,
Bullshit! I
we
killed
cannot
you! That was bogus. That's what I think. Was that my first death? Actually, no, I think I accidentally did do the dash. Oh well.
The rebel base
Whatever.
seemed
Not a
quiet.
big deal.
That was good. Also, it seemed to be burning. That wasn't so good.
Hey, there we go. That was a good one. I'm actually happy that I got to this. I got to that door, and I was able to open it before that little cutscene played. At least 5. Come on. Perfect. There might have been more. Obviously, there was more. Okay, I have less. I have just a little under 5,000, so I'm definitely gonna get a level up by the end of this. So, and if this leads me to the next ending, whatever. The one ending that gives me a theme. Cool. That means then
As the last raven
I'll have to
fell,
see how many are left.
Reynardo felt worse than he ever had. The core was killing him again. The council members cautiously came out into the smoke. "You saved us," croaked the speaker. They would put the weaponized core deep in a cavern, she promised, where its poison could harm no one. They would heal him if they could, she said. No, it's a weapon now. We need one. I'll lead the charge. "It will kill you," croaked the speaker. "I guess it already has," Reynardo said. She bobbed her head gravely. "When all this is over," she said, "we'll name our new capital city for you." He flew towards the Imperial fleet. A myriad ships.
So that's how this
in
one's gonna end. Is
disciplined
he just
formation,
dies by the poison?
Waiting
Cool.
for the signal to destroy the rebellion forever. Behind him, the rebels were charging. If he failed, they would die. And so the final battle began.
Alrighty.
Everything hurt. It was unpleasant to fight this
Capital
way.
idea.
With each blow
Oh,
he
this
struck with his
shit's
sword,
draining my health.
he felt
That's what I
weaker.
figured was gonna happen
Yet
when
each
I
time
did
the core fired, it got brighter. As if the heat from the burning ravens and buildings only fed its hunger. He
That's what I
wondered
figured
where
was gonna happen if I
Lapino
kept
was.
it with me.
Wasn't he supposed to be in the battle? No. He'd been captured, hadn't he? Oh, Reynardo's mind was smoky now, like the burning fleet. He hoped this wouldn't take long.
Reynardo hoped the other end of this portal wasn't suspended over the abyss.
I can get 2 more fights with that amount. Perfect. I shouldn't really dilly-dally, shilly-shally. It's taking 1 point of my health like every second. Which again, that's what I thought was going to happen if I kept the core with me, so... Go. Not bad. No. Nah. Well, I guess. Actually, would that have taken me to another fight? I honestly don't remember. I think that's the thing I forgot. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I think that's why I forgot in the last fight before that one was I forgot to dash through an enemy.
Just stand on the device and let it do all the killing for him. But, of course, it would. For fun.
Ah, well, I'm definitely getting a level up.
Reynardopolis. Vulpus Major. Nardo. If they were going to name a capital city after him, well, he just wished he had a better name. Where was Lupino? He missed Lupino's bitter outbursts. Or did he? Lupino had gotten him into this mess, hadn't he? The core was a wonderful weapon. It swept fire across the fleet. Ravens exploded in its gaze, and with every heartbeat, it grew brighter. He would die. But he would die every inch a hero. Spectacularly, changing history like the legendary heroes of lore. Or was it yore? No, he couldn't remember anymore.
One more fight. See, I get a combat report for this one, but I don't get it when it's on the bottom. Weird.
Reynardo fell to his knees. The Emperor's bodyguards were lined up before his ship. Fierce ravens, all. And Zenobia. She was conjuring. He could not take another step. All he could do was fire the core. The ravens, Zenobia, the ship, all burst into flames, disintegrated, and blew away. So they had one, after all. The core grew brighter. He shielded his eyes, but he could still see it through his sleeves and through the flesh of his arm. And then he felt heat, as the fire grew to consume both fleets. And then he felt nothing. Oh, again? But he already had all the secrets he needed. He was sure of that.
Skyrim one.
He must have not used them the right way.
Reynardopolis.
What was the
The
best
hero who goes down in a blaze
mistake
of
he could
glory.
make? Probably trusting that traitor Lupino.
All right, so we got how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of these left.
The book's pages fluttered to the
One of them's going to give me a
faster than before, and he fell.
level up
The clouds
automatically. And I
parted
think
over
I
the Isles
have
of Boreas. It was time to
8
choose.
or 9
The
left.
rebellion
I don't
was in
know.
trouble.
So I
Ravens
might
are
go through
scouting for the
the
secret rebel base. They
Elvis
needed a
Stone
game
one a
changer.
couple of
Pieces
times
of the Sky Ripper had
again, just so
surfaced.
I have enough for
Reynardo
sure. Like
knew
maybe if I
that
get
using
like
it
2 or
could go
3 levels, we'll see.
catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could
I
figure
think
out
I'd like
how to
me
use
going
it
through that
safely. Also,
a couple
a
of times
temple
would
had
do
risen
that.
out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness.
Wait, did I say we had 8
And
endings left?
also,
That can't be right.
His old friend Lapino needed
We
rescuing.
still have 2 endings here.
Of course.
And I should have
Reynardo had a
3.
pretty strong
Oh, yeah.
suspicion that Lapino
3
had
plus 3
betrayed
is
the
6,
rebellion.
plus 2 is 8.
And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
But yeah, guys. So yeah, we do have 8 endings left, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we have 8 endings left. I was actually surprised. I thought this would have been a Ronaldo ending, but my guess is, I don't know. Then again, we still have 2 endings on that Ronaldo side. One of them could be this. Although I have a feeling the other one's probably gonna. One of them's probably gonna be this, and the other one will probably be that one. That's my guess, anyway. We shall see. But anyway, guys, like I said, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Stories, The Path of Destiny. In the next part, guys, we will go back to the Sky Ripper place, and we will go do the alternate ending from that one path. And then we'll have 2 left there, and then we'll do this one, and then we'll do that one, 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 and then that'll be the last ones, and then all that'll be left will be the true one. So yeah, guys, I probably will do a couple of the run-throughs at the temple here. And what I did, I just went through an ending I already gotten. So yeah, so I'll probably do it maybe a couple of times so I get like maybe 2 or 3 level ups, because then I'd be like, oh yeah, for sure I'll get all my level ups then before the end of the game. So then we get the platinum trophy. So, but anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click and comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. Let me know, guys, what you think of this Reynardopolis ending. I mean, it wasn't bad, I suppose, but it was definitely one of those, like, oh, like, as soon as you picked the rebel base, when you knew, like, oh, he was gonna die because of the poison type thing. And technically kind of did, but not really. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RBG, Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.